Tonight, I'm gonna make a pot roast or a roast. Look, it's a roast. Use cream of onion, soup. These are soup mixes, and cream of some mushrooms. You know, it's two different types of mushrooms in there. And if you can't see, I'm gonna zoom it in because I sure ain't finna butcher these words. Yeah. All right. And this right here is like about a 2-pound chuck roast, if I'm saying that right. Yeah. And I went to the dollar store and I got me a roasting pan because I think the last time I did this at home, my pan was too shallow. So make sure you can get this from, like I said, the dollar store. This was $1. So yeah. I don't know how much this was, I forgot. And I bought it the other day, left it out. Thought I was gonna make this video earlier, but I didn't. So here we are now. I'm gonna use onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, and I'm basically gonna season it and fry it just like chicken. But let's get with the video. Oh yeah. Before we get started, soup is really salty. It has a high salt content. So 2.5 servings in this can. So if you multiply 2.5 times 7, let's just say that's 800 milligrams. So that's like what, 2,000. So you're basically looking at almost 2,000 milligrams of sodium for one can. So with that being said, you do not need to use salt whatsoever. And you're using 2 cans. So yeah, but anyway, with that being said, let's get started with the video. I'm gonna turn on my skillet. Like I said, we're gonna start this process basically just like you frying chicken. So I'm gonna add some grease. So while that's getting hot, I like soaking my cans in hot water. I don't think there is anything professional about it. I just like soaking my cans to make the stuff come out easy. So, cans in hot water. I'm going to fill it up. Then I'm going to start seasoning my chicken while that grease is getting hot.
Roast.
Oh, that's what I said. My roast. But you cook it like chicken, so it don't really matter if I called it chicken roast, roast chicken, chicken roast, or vice versa. We finna fry it like chicken, so you can. This like chicken uncle. The uncle chicken. Anyway, I quit. Oh, my bad. That was like probably 5 S's of onion powder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, probably 8 shakes of garlic powder. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That was 15 shakes. Yeah, I'm keeping this on a shake measuring scale. Yeah, I got tools and whatnot, but I don't use them. I use shake, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, 15. Yeah, that's about right. 15 with the pepper, 15 peppers. Yeah, I lost count on it again. So, but
just season it to what you like.
Like I said, the soup's salty by itself, so you don't really, this is right here is this cosmetic or aesthetic. I don't know how to use that word properly, so I'm gonna let that go. And now I'm gonna dip that roast in some flour, just like I would some fried chicken. My chicken batter flour. So just gonna chuck it in there. Then we little toss and tumble. Move this to the side. That's my ringtone. This little dude told me, he said, man, you got a weak ringtone. I was like, dang, he hurt my feelings. He was a kid, so he didn't know that. I let it ride. Apparently, I did let it ride because I'm still thinking about it. But anyway, like I said, this soup is super salty. If you ever had roast and you thought it was kind of salty and like, man, they didn't know what they was doing. They probably knew what they was doing, especially if they did like this. This come out so much easier after soaking it in that hot water.
What can was this?
Oh, this the can of the mushrooms. Them, yeah. And
Cream of cremenia.
That's on you. Whoever would, if that was my mushroom name and you butchered my name like that, I'd be straight mad at you. I'll make your stomach hurt at night. Like, don't say my name if you can't get it right. That's why I ain't say it. I can say shiitake. I know how to say that, but I ain't finna even bother with the other one. But anyway, directions on the soup tell you to use 1 can of soup to 1 can of water. Or you can mix it up with milk to make it richer. So, it's a little tart. I never smelled the cream of onion just straight on like that.
It smells good.
No, it don't. It smell like onions. I mean, I ain't never sniffed a can of onions. That's not pleasant. But anyway. The roast is frying. The soup can boil. Because we're going to pour the soup on top of the fried roast and put it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 2 hours to an hour and a half. Turn on the soup, probably about medium high. Since it got milk and water in it, we can be less attentive to it. We can play around with it. We don't have to watch it so hard. Now let's focus on the grease. I'm about to do the water test. See if the water jump, pop, fizzle, and sizzle. Alright, it's ready. Alright. I forgot this is sitting in here just sitting. Typically, you don't want your meat to sit in your flour batter, but just for the sake of this video, I'm gonna throw this away and make some new one after I fry this roast. So, but just like some chicken, shake off your excess. Well, unlike chicken, I would have let this sit in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, but it's not chicken, so I'm not gonna let it sit, but I'm finna continue to fry it just like a piece of chicken. Drop it in the hot grease very carefully. Don't get scared and flop it and drop it because it will pop on you. And we're gonna fry each side for 6 minutes. For those 6 minutes, you can attend to your soup. Oh yeah, turn the oven on. 350 degrees. And we can attend to the soup. Stirring it around, waiting for it to break up and break down. It's a bunch of chunks in there you wanna. The heat should break them up. You shouldn't have to do a whole lot of work. I didn't have a problem putting extra liquid in there because you need to cover the roast in the roast pan with soup. So extra liquid won't hurt. And like I said, it's salty anyway. 3.5 minutes left for that side. I'm gonna give me something so I can flip the roast with. You know where the tub's at?
In the drawer. Did you find them?
I found sometimes these ain't the ones I wanted.
The other one should be in there as well.
I use it.
What do you got
Don't you
both?
love how the lady of your life loves to reorganize things and they reorganize stuff, but they forget to mention to you where they put your stuff. And you ask where your stuff is, you know, and they look at you like, what? Why don't you know where your stuff is? Because you moved it and didn't tell me.
But it's in the drawer where it belongs.
But that's not what I want.
The other one is in there as well. You just didn't want to look that hard.
A big old 2-pound piece of meat with these. I'm not flipping chicken. This will be, you know, you just want grease to pop on me, but it's fine.
Oh my God, I'm right here with you.
Yeah, but you on the safe side.
No, I'm not.
If the grease popping and flop, it's going on me.
This phone is not that good.
Anyway.
I am pretty close.
Anyway, where we at? We got 2 more minutes left. I'm just moving it around. Just moving it around. And I recommend, if you don't have a pan to roast it in prior to buying your meat, make sure you get your meat and know how big it is so you can get a big enough pan. So we down to like 30-some seconds so I can flip this meat with them flimsy tongues. So I'm going to set it for another 6 minutes for that side. Roast is going with about 4 minutes left. The oven is at 350 degrees. Oh, you know what? I think I need to turn this soup down a little lower. A little lower now. I don't really want it to boil like that. Because as soon as that gets done, I'm going to drop it into the pan, pour the soup on top of it, and put it in the oven. We down to like 2.5 minutes, so let me get my roasting pan ready. And you're going to cook it, like I said, for 2 hours to an hour and a half. And in between all that time, you go like I guess you can call it basting it. I don't know, but you want to cover it up. But make sure you got a nice little lengthy spoon or whatnot where you can kind of make sure it's covered up. Like I said, once it get done frying, it goes straight from the grease into the pan. Can't talk stuff to the cameraman or the editor, shall I say, because they in complete control, and you know, if I say something they don't like, they'll cut it off the video, so I got to be careful. I have to watch what I say. Alright, we down to 45 seconds on this roast. And my oven been going since the get-go. You hear that? It's talking to us. She said, I'm ready. Come take me out. I'm ready. Come take me out. Yeah. Yeah, I got 23 more seconds. I'm going to take you out. So we're going to dump this hot soup on top of it. You don't want to give it a chance to cool off. Nothing. It's going from the hot grease, hot soup to that 350 degree oven. All right. As I struggle to lift this 2 pound of meat up with these tiny tongues, basically. on top of it. Stir the soup up one good time. Hopefully these 3 cups will be enough to cover it from the get-go. Be careful not to splash hot soup everywhere. Alright, so with that, seeing my piece of meat is still exposed, I need to add more water. Hot soup everywhere. Alright, so with that, seeing my piece of meat is still exposed, I need to add more water. Just like when you put water in an empty hot sauce boiler bottle. Or ketchup. You know, most people do it with ketchup. You get that, like, oh man, it's a half a squirt of ketchup in here. So I put a little tad bit of water, I can get enough for my fries.
Oh my, I was so privileged as a child.
But, oh, that's right, you ain't never had to struggle. I'm telling you, the struggle was real. It was fun. The struggle give you character.
I have character?
Yeah. Come on. I've never eaten rice for breakfast. Hey,
No.
What? You've never eaten rice for breakfast?
No, who eats rice for breakfast?
When you in the struggle, you eating rice for breakfast and loving it. Like, word, we got some more sugar, mama?
You eat Flamin' Hot Cheetos and a soda.
No. At least we had rice, and on the good days, she like rice and biscuits. You thought oh man, mama, your numbers come in. Let me quit my mama and play the numbers. My mama gonna see this video and get hot.
Why you telling me my play numbers? Your numbers scared me.
Alright, so I done got all the extra juice, and yeah, that still ain't enough. So I gotta see it again. Last time I did this, I made a mess. So, I'm going to put milk, try and keep an even ratio. Because the rich makes the soup creamier.
But why do you want the meat completely submerged?
Well, I mean, you know, you want all of it covered, so all of it soaks. Because it's going to cook down already. And this milk cold, but I will. Well, I quit after that. Because once it start cooking and boiling and get hot, it's going to boil, bubbling, and...
It's going to roll over.
Yeah. The smoke detector going to go off. People going to think you can't cook.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, we don't want that. Yeah. All right. So... This is where I'm going to stop it at. I'm going to put it in the oven. I'm going to set the timer for 2 hours. But I'm going to constantly check it probably every 15 minutes. Covering up with the soup to make sure it's wet. Make sure no one part dries out faster than the other. And at any given time, when you can take your spoon and cut the meat, that's when it's done. But other than that...
Okay, I'm sorry. They didn't see that. Cut the meat.
When you can... But I don't... Alright. Every 15 minutes, I'm going to use this spoon to dip the soup and cover the top. After about an hour and a half, maybe the hour 45-minute mark, I would take the spoon and attempt to cut a chunk of meat off. The minute you can cut a chunk of meat off, it's about ready to come out. until you can do that, I would be cautious of taking it out, regardless of how long it's been cooking.
Cool.
So, the oven, 350. Oh yeah, hopefully this container is well constructed where it won't flimble. Yeah, it's gonna hold the structure. Cool. Uh-oh, no it's not. Yeah. All right, so when you pay $1 for your cooking equipment, this can happen. I don't need that. I can just put it on a cookie sheet or a piece of pan. So, because this pan was very frugal and inexpensive, it didn't maintain its structure. So I'm going to place it on a pizza pan. And voila, there go them bricks. And I'll clean that up once I put this in the oven. Hopefully they don't fall off the camera when I get off the paper towel. Be like that twerking video where hot grease flopped everywhere. Alright. So, clean this up. Alright. Let's try this again.
Here. No.
Oh, I don't need that now.
Okay.
Well, let's give it a quick stir before we put it in.
We see how much you lost. It's not much.
Don't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. We got all this that made it. All right. Now we're going to put this in the oven for... It's hot now.
So I tried to give you the mittens.
It's burning off my eyelashes.
Ooh.
And they mine. We just put that in there. And it's going to bake for... Well, I'm going to set the timer for 2 hours. I'm tripping.
120 hours? I mean, 120 minutes?
Yeah, 120 minutes.
You can count salt, but you can't count minutes.
I didn't count minutes. I was just, it's the microwave time. It's not working with me.
Oh.
Whoa, all right. 1, 2. This is the first 15 minutes. Be careful. I don't know how your oven works, but mine will tilt down once I slide it to a certain point. Take my spoon. Minutes later, instead of 15. Is that right? Hopefully. Yeah, the soup getting thicker. I say the biggest part about cooking a roast is having the proper equipment. Once you buy the meat and the soup, it's pretty much easy there on out. we got another 24.5 minutes.
Cooking and I'll like text type it or something. You think you can hold the pan without a midget?
Hell fuck.
Yes.
No. Just because aluminum don't hold heat like any other thing. Ouch. If I wanted to, I could. And like, I can. Spin it around.
Prove me wrong, huh?
Yeah. But I use some expletives that I shouldn't have.
It's cool.
Issue. But I got it though.
I understand. I was wrong.
Mm.
He can do it, you guys.
I know I can. I ain't no fraud. My whole leg want to rejuvenate with my fingertips. 3 hours and 15 minutes later. Let's see what it's looking like. Oh yeah. That gravy nice and low. Oh yeah, the gravy real good. Oh, and it did just what I asked. So I say it's ready. So I think my estimate was about right. For every cup of soup is about an hour. This is our finished product after 3 hours and 15 minutes. The gravy is nice and, well, the soup is nice and thick. It has created a gravy, and I can take my spoon and go through the meat with ease. So, this is good to go. And there you have it. A roast with cream of onion and cream of creamer and shiitake mushrooms. I hope you enjoy. Have a good evening.